Hey girl, I know I'm way late answering your question, but better late than never, right? Okay, so sensory avoiders, I'm not going to give you specific foods for sensory avoiders because they're sensory avoiders for a reason. Like, no food, there's not going to be one food that all sensory avoiders like, right? Or one type of food that all sensory avoiders like. I'm just going to give you a few tips on what you can do with your sensory avoider to help them be a little bit more likely to explore new foods. The first thing you're going to do is never force feed. Oh, clock that T, because I know a lot of y'all be forcing these babies to eat. And I know it comes from a place of I want my child to eat because I want them to grow big and strong or whatever, but forcing them to eat is just gonna cause trauma and make them averse to mealtime. So please don't force these babies to eat. Don't do it, don't do it. Whatever their preferreds are, give them their preferreds and just let them eat that, and then follow these other tips to help them be more comfortable with other foods to expand their palate. All right, something else that you can do for sensory avoiders during mealtime is to play with the food. I know, because I'm the OT that don't like messy play. So this is hard for me. But playing with the food is going to get them more comfortable. They're more likely to eat the food if they're willing to touch the food, smell the food, lick the food. Like, there are steps before actually putting it in our mouth, chewing it, and swallowing it. So playing with the food, building stuff out of food, painting with food, all the different things. There's so many different things that you can do with food to make it fun and not scary for these sensory avoiders. So I would try playing with the food and letting the kids explore with the food without the expectation of eating it. And like I said, there's steps before eating it. So touching it, actually looking at it is like the first place. Being able to just have it on their plate, see it, and not freak out is like the first step. Being able to touch it and then smell it, licking it, putting it in your mouth, chewing it, and sometimes they will spit it out, but it's like steps. Like, you can't just force a sensory avoider to just put it in their mouth and swallow it. That is never gonna work. You're gonna just make them even more averse to mealtime. I think that's all I have for y'all right now. I am not a feeding therapist. I work with a bunch of great feeding therapists who I've learned from. So yeah, if y'all ever want any more questions, just ask me and then I'll ask them. Okay. Thanks for your question. Bye.